I would say this idea of the work, and the work that I think we have before us here, is built on the idea of that high school students and middle school students can create that type of art for an audience. And so the question, sort of the challenge to the students is, do you believe that? You know, do you believe that you could actually create something that another person might say is important to them, that they might take with them as a part of who they are? Having a sense of heritage in a theater department is really important.
As far as I know, Meg O'Connor was kind of the figure back whenever I started out.
It began as a club for school, which later became CTC.
A couple teachers just sort of got together and were like, hey, let's do something.
At one point it was really, really big.
Barry Delaney and David Fitzsimmons came in. And they worked together for a couple of years, and then Fitzsimmons was here for a while, and now it's Mr. Mack. So it's kind of just been this constant regime change.
I know about some very, I guess, famous people from CTC, like
Justin Weeks,
Madeline Hurley,
Anna Royal, and Brooke Matherly,
Kate Sherrill,
Jake Daly, Gavin West,
Alan Forbes. We have a stretch that's named after him.
That sense of heritage, I think, is really valuable for a community.
The first show I ever saw was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, and they did a phenomenal job. That's when I really thought I wanted to be part of this group.
It's really essential in a healthy theater company to have a feeling of family.
Theater is, it is the best part of my day.
I love CTC.
We all fit together well, we don't judge each other. I think that's because we're all really weird.
It just suddenly became this family.
It's a family that I would never have had if I hadn't joined it.
What theater really did for me was give me a place to be.
Theater has been my lifeblood.
It's been my saving grace in these really tough high school years.
CTC is becoming what we dreamed it would become whenever I first started out.
The changes that I think have really picked up this year and that I'm hoping to move forward with have to do primarily with community.
Mr. Mack takes care of the details and like all of the little details that we probably shouldn't have to worry about, he takes care of. But we are also involved in things that we were never involved in before that gets us to learn about theater from a whole new perspective.
I think he's popularized it a little bit more, like more people are interested now.
Part of the teaching style that he has is he really kind of lets students go on their own for a while.
Tech has become a lot less dependent upon a teacher helping us.
But I've been told that the stage manager position that I took was the first formal stage manager we had.
This year, I know in theater, I feel like everyone, we get together and we just talk about what we want the show to be.
We look at how the future is going to play out, and we use foresight, and we all sort of collaborate together, and we come to a nice consensus on how we want our year and our productions to go.
One of the things that I really want to develop at Canon in the theater company is a connection between the classes and the productions. There are some students who can only do the productions, some students who can only do the classes, and that's fine. But I want the classes to become the place where the real training happens.
I've been in 2 theater classes in the past. I think it was Intro to Theater and Theater 1. And both of them, it was a lot of the class working together to tell a story.
The theater classes, I believe that they're getting pretty much flipped upside down and renovated.
Earlier this year, they were doing stage combat or something out in the quad. That was really cool, and I saw that. I'm like, man, I should have signed up for that class.
They're bringing in building, they're bringing in tech work, they're bringing in acting, they're bringing in all of these different wonderful, wonderful skills that actors and tech and crew all need to know.
One of the exciting things happening at Canon is that the theater program is expanding into the middle school and ultimately into the lower school.
The 7th and 8th graders put on Wiley and the Hairy Band, and when I saw that, I knew the future of CTC is going to be really good.
I think we're going to start making the company bigger, getting more support for Mr. Mack, so he's not, one guy doing 10 men's worth of work.
Next year, I think there's going to be a middle school director as well.
We're really excited about hiring Lou Jones to be a middle school theater teacher, and she's also going to be teaching chorus.
We have a CTC committee. We're right now deciding what plays we should do for next year.
I've been on a lot of sports teams and a lot of clubs, and I've never had the collaboration that CTC has.
And that is what we are building towards. With the new building, with the new teachers, with the new classes, we're all building towards that wonderful collaboration of a better arts program and a better theater program.
The Performing Arts Center is going to have a huge effect on theater at Cannon in a variety of ways.
It is going to help so much.
Stuff is old and it's falling apart. From a technical point of view, it's going to be amazing to have a real light system.
The students, the challenges that they face will mirror the challenges that they will have in the real world.
Just have more room for the theater to spread out and just kind of not feel like they don't have anywhere.
We'll have the capacity to really do bigger things.
It's going to be better. Everything is going to be so much better.
When you have a great space, that alone is inspiring.
There's so much drama at other schools, and then you get here and it's just not perfect harmony, but it's harmony.
Pretty much everyone who's in theater wants to do it, like they enjoy doing it, so it's something that you all share in common.
I can feel the Cannon Theater Company on the rise. I think along with more audience members, there are going to be a lot more students interested in joining CTC and also just our regular old theater classes here.
The audiences will be wowed with every performance, and we will be amazed with ourselves at how we got there.
It's bigger. Everything is getting bigger. It's really, it'll be really fun to see. It'll be really fun to come back and see what they do.
I want everyone in the school to know that if you want to be around a really supportive, really close-knit, and yet not cliquey, but welcoming group of people, theater is the place to do it.